The day before, an organic friend asked me to recommend a joystick-type TM2 damping adjustable handle. I just gave him Amway Beitong Wide Shed 40. As a result, I turned around and saw that he had an upgraded version of Starlight. It's like just gritting your teeth and buying an iPhone 16 Apple. Backhand took out the iPhone 17 Pro Plus Max Auto Beitong. You put this on the play handle. The theory of evolution is ruthless. Even roll yourself. Let's take a piece of packaging first. In addition to the handle body, the contents, there is also a new flash receiver, Type-C book, first-line brand card, and a manual. The color scheme I got is Aurora Blue, through the pearlescent light blue layout. The design has hardly changed much from the Wide Shed 40. Anyway, there are more obvious logo indicators. Diagonal LED lights on both sides of the grip and classic floating D-pad. But the action buttons of the Xingshan model have been changed to fully transparent. On the front, the button callouts and some trim lines are reduced to make it look cleaner. The outer ring of the joystick has a metallic texture adjustment ring. There are small max and mini callouts on the top, corresponding to the scale line directly above. The damping size can be adjusted by rotating left and right. The back is a double-cut trigger key, 2 large back buttons, charging contacts and mode fluctuation keys. Note that in addition to the receiver, in addition to Bluetooth and NS mode, there is also an app mode here. It is a handle specially used to connect the HarmonyOS platform with a Starlight bell. The surgeon said, "It is a sports car painting process. I haven't touched a sports car, so it's hard to say. But the matte coating is indeed quite textured whether it looks or feels. Especially with Beitong intelligent charging base and breathing light. As soon as it opens the table, it even looks like a cyber figure. Can only be said that Beitong has always been stable in terms of aesthetics, and I have never looked at it. Let's try it again." The handle weighs about 248 grams. The Xbox Series controller is almost solid to hold. The coating process is very wear resistant, not afraid of nail scratches, and it is also anti-fingerprint and anti-sweat. The anti-slip pattern on the outside of the grip is a section of straightness. Dense warp back key and trigger key. Is the focus area covered with anti-slip lines or quite careful? In terms of buttons, the action button is the same optical axis button as Thursday and Tuesday. The trip is super short. The trigger is fast and the feel is Q-bomb. The arrow keys have a strong sense of paragraph sound. It's not noisy at all. Gradually, the feel is decent and a little meaty. The short stroke trigger is as crisp as a mouse. The long trigger forms a moderate and certain sense of resistance. The back button is also better. Press the labor-saving position. It is not easy to touch by mistake. Finally, let's try this damping adjustable joystick. Left-hand rotation loosening and right-hand rotation tightening support 30 to 90 gram infinitely adjustable adjustment. In general, from the mold to the buttons, there is no problem with the joystick. Solid hands. The keys are comfortable. The production technology and hardware are all Kunpeng 40 Aurora bars. The focus of this upgrade. Let's take a look at the algorithm parameters. There is no problem in testing the sensitivity of the buttons through the name purchase network. There is no creation phenomenon of omnidirectional cross keys, and the combo is very silky. The long trigger supports 256 levels of linear change and is a master stage change. The training is very meticulous. The left and right triggers add 10% dead zone. Prevent accidental touches of the TM2 joystick has 10% of the center point dead zone by default, and you can choose the no dead zone mode. The default circular adjustment error rate is 0.2%, and it can also be replaced with a square. The circular adjustment resolution is 4000 to 5000 production after connection. The return rate is close to 2000 Hz. Standalone and 5-yard vibration. It is said that it uses Beichin AI algorithm and Beitong Brick Research Institute's intelligent start and stop. The motor can be adjusted in about 5 gears. There is a difference in motor vibration sensation. The feel is delicate, not stupid at all, and the sound control is also good. The vibration level of Beitong has always been this in China. The tuning basis at the algorithm level maintains the level of large factories. The performance is stronger. It is not inferior in competitive handles. Yes, you read that right. I'm playing a game. It's just that, in another room, there is also a wall in between. This is the Starlight that increases the connection distance to 3 times that of ordinary handles. Can reach more than 30 meters. The delay of the general handle behind the partition wall is really dirty. Playing FPS games is equivalent to bringing your own head. Buff. But the Kunpeng 40 Aurora bar directly dried the delay to 0.5 milliseconds before cooperating. 7 dB anti-interference is separated by 1 or 2 walls, which is not a big problem. Truly lying on the bed God of War. But after all, after a serious evaluation, I won't lie in bed for now. Let's play a few words of Apex. Turn the joystick to a slightly more focused damping. In this way, the pressure gun and gun will not be too slippery, and the micro-operation is more stable. Playing Black Myth: Wukong History, I have become accustomed to controlling characters with a light-footed bird sense, more flexible positioning. At the same time, from time to time, the handle of the book comes from time to time from light to heavy. The vibration and mold sticks all played the double sense of victory over the possession. This AI vibration is still very good. There is a saying that hardware determines the lower limit, and software determines the upper limit. Beitong Game Hall, this time it is still stable. The output software can choose the configuration scheme that comes with it. Play design games. The racing games are all silky. It also has a cloud key specifically for big hit games. You can directly apply the settings of the joystick curve switching, the second curve, mapping, somatosensory, etc. The functions are very rich. Finally, let's quickly disassemble the machine and take a look. The action part is micro-movement and springing. The wall silicone module is more elastic and quieter than ordinary micromotion. The trigger is TM2, the short trigger is a microstatic part, and the mechanical switch. There is also a silicone pad inside to enhance the feel. Button quickly added 2 motors and flying pile weighing rotor motor grips. A small piece of weight should be taken apart for everyone to see. It has a tray at the bottom that can be moved up and down. Change the tightness of the internal spring, then adjust the pinch resistance. This design is quite ingenious. Beitong is also very persuasive this time. The battery capacity is direct. Increased to 1000 mAh and 600 mAh of the previous version. That's a world of difference. The battery compartment was also exposed. Beitong 2.0 chip. The battery, motor, and motherboard are connected using an outlet scheme. Is it quite hard from workmanship to materials? In fact, after measuring the Beitong Wide Shed 40 Aurora Blue handle, I completely understand what it means to roll the King First Roll G 2000Hz Starlight chip. TM2 adjustable urinary inhibition. Add the trigger grip AI vibration. More than 300 handles are stunned. It is the configuration of the 1000 yuan competitive handle 3 times. Rolled up his predecessor handle into tiers of the times. Finally, the following groups of people are recommended to focus on. 1 is to want to have a wireless experience, but the FPS stop that was driven crazy by the delay. The second is to pursue a cost-effective warrior who spends every penny on the blade. The third is the full duck tube of the HarmonyOS ecosystem. Users, take advantage of the deals now. You can go to Beitong to watch the chess game.